teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on last season's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's King. Has the first down and more. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking for a man. Quick throw to the left side. That's caught. It's Perkins. They'll play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Sooners moving quickly down the field here. It's a shotgun run call. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
I'm I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Let's it fly to the wideout. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Now all alone in the backfield. They start this playoff game with a pass. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
They look to throw it here on second down. A short completion to the tight end. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
And the Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He pulls in the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Going after, not quite through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They're going to run it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Strong defense there. They stuff the run and makes it 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Second down, we're going to throw it. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down after the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. The completion makes it 2nd down. On the ground, it's King. Gets the first and still running. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Call him the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. On this drive, they're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but it's 3rd down and 9 here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Underhead out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Torres. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Gonna run it. It's King. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. They're going to run it. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Cut quickly.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. This is the sixth play on the drive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. He got it! The field goal's good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover and then capitalize here with the pick.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Hop over the middle. It's Washington. We finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Torres. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
Your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball for 31.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result, some positive yards.
Tight end goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Could take it all the way. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw it. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
extra point. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds his man. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And it's South Carolina in the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal back at the 13. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
Facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. It's a draw. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, South Carolina.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And it works. The 1st down to the 35. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And the wideout goes in motion. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway to give the offense the football at the 46.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's going to hand this off. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Ball handed off.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Catch made on the left side. No, he didn't make it. He is stopped short, so they don't take the chance to add to this lead, and the defense will get the football back. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Looks to the left, pass caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Perkins. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Handoff to the back. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. Test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And here's the handoff. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The Gamecocks will bring their punt team on the field now. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. He's got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. Breaks free. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.